What's going on, YouTube? We got a new video for you guys today, and it is about the newest faction in WWE called Retribution. We're gonna go over some rumors about who could be part of this faction, who is underneath the masks. We're gonna dive into some rumors that are far-fetched and also widely agreed upon. But before we jump into the video, I want to remind you guys, drop a like on this video and previous videos. Check out my weekly wrestling takeaway videos from AEW and WWE. Hit that subscribe button if you're watching and you're not subscribed to the channel. Notification bell so you guys aren't missing anything and get alerted when stuff drops, like new videos and live streams. Follow me on social media on Twitter, Instagram. Follow my live streams on Twitch that'll pop on your screen right now, also in the description section below. So without further ado, guys, jump right into the video, trying to find out who is Retribution. So Retribution has been around for 2 weeks now. A new faction started 2 weeks ago on Monday Night Raw, the same night as the debut of Raw Underground. Seen on video camera footage in the back outside of the Performance Center, setting some electrical equipment ablaze with a Molotov cocktail styled weapon. Then they showed up on Friday Night SmackDown to destroy the entire arena, break the ropes with chainsaws, spray paint the plexiglass, attack some of the superstars around the ring. They would show up the following week on Raw again, throw a cinder block through a glass door in front of the Performance Center, also flip a vehicle over and destroy it. Then they showed up this past Friday on SmackDown, attacking Big E and John Morrison, also attacking referees and management in the backstage. We're going to start off with who is more likely and rumors that are highly agreed upon as to who could be part of the group, starting with Dominik Dijakovic. The reason Dominik Dijakovic has been highly rumored to be one of the members of Retribution is due to his social media. He posted this interesting picture where he tagged Vince McMahon, then later on deleted all of his pictures and his profile picture from his Twitter and unfollowed everybody. The last time we saw Dominik Dijakovic on NXT TV, he was losing in dominant fashion to Karrion Kross, being part of the feud between Karrion Kross and Keith Lee. He has kind of run his course in NXT, so logically he would be called up to the main roster, and this could be an interesting way to introduce him to the main roster by putting him part of Retribution itself. The next person that is highly agreed upon in the rumor mill is Tommaso Ciampa. Like Dijakovic, also ghosted his social media accounts, both Twitter and Instagram, deleting all of his photos, his profile picture, and unfollowing everybody. Now, Tommaso Ciampa is obviously a superstar on NXT, former NXT champion, had to relinquish the title due to injury, never really got a shot again at the title, and the last time we saw him, he lost in dominant fashion to Karrion Kross again, just like Dominik Dijakovic, at NXT TakeOver In Your House. He would be the biggest star of Retribution and obviously be the leader. He also has the look of like a cult leader or a rebellion leader, so it makes the most sense as to be maybe the lead or one of the top members in Retribution. Next is one that's more far-fetched. It's one that I kind of came up with my own due to the fact that this past Friday, Big E was attacked by Retribution, especially after he posted some interesting things about Retribution on his social media account. So I can make an educated guess that one of the members may be Xavier Woods, his New Day partner who has been injured for a long time due to an Achilles injury. I think this will have the biggest impact emotionally, especially on Big E and Kofi, because he was their former friend and now he's part of this rogue group that's attacking everybody and destroying property. And I just think that this would probably be the most impactful member if he is to be a member of Retribution. Another superstar that's been rumored is Sami Zayn. Due to the fact we haven't seen him on TV for a long time due to the pandemic, he decided not to show up anymore, so they stripped him of his Intercontinental Championship, thus having the Intercontinental Championship tournament, which AJ Styles won, is your current Intercontinental Champion. So he has a legitimate gripe with the company due to the fact that his title was stripped because he didn't want to show up during the pandemic tapings. Also, he would be the perfect mouthpiece for the group, being that he's so good on the mic and so good at getting under people's skin. This next rumor consists of 3 superstars who we haven't seen on TV for a while, the Forgotten Sons. After debuting on SmackDown, they were put prominently in the SmackDown Tag Team Championship picture, but then after some untimely tweets, they have been taken off of TV entirely and have a lot of backstage heat, which would give them obvious gripe with the company to be part of Retribution. And it's a good way to get them back on TV and give them an impactful storyline and reason to return after being left off of TV for such a long time. Now let's move on to the female members of Retribution. I want to start off with the most far-fetched rumor of them all, and is due to CM Punk. CM Punk recently had a Twitter interaction with Rey Mysterio talking about the beating that Dominic Mysterio received this past Monday by the hands of Seth Rollins and a kendo stick. You see here in the tweet, CM Punk replies, he says he knows a little bit about retribution. Now this could be CM Punk just knowing the wrestling business, knowing how to stir things up and get people talking, and kind of just trolling. But if he isn't, this could mean that maybe one of the female members is the returning AJ Lee, former Divas champion and current wife of CM Punk. This could be the most shocking one of them all if she is in fact a member. She's very popular, has been for a while, and people have been clamoring for her and CM Punk to return. I think if they want to make a humongous impact, this would be the person to announce being part of Retribution. But she is the most far-fetched of them all. Next, we're going to go into more detailed rumors, and that is of this Retribution member right here on the screen. She was shown on this past Friday Night SmackDown during Big E and John Morrison match. By the colored tips in her hair and skin complexion, she could be one of two female superstars. One being a returning Ember Moon, who we haven't seen in a long time due to injury, who has had some recent issues with the company and the fact that Bayley and Sasha Banks hold all the women's championships themselves. I don't know how impactful this would be, but it does make a lot of sense due to the tips of the hair being colored and the skin complexion. I just don't think the size and shape correlate with the same stature as Ember Moon. The next superstar who could be under this mask could be Jessie Kamiya, an NXT superstar who hasn't been featured a lot and is still training at the Performance Center. It could be her just to give her a shot in the arm and bring her up to the main roster, but it would be interesting to see if WWE would have her skip the NXT entirely and put her on the main roster immediately. But size, stature, and skin complexion make it seem she's the most likely to be this person underneath this mask. Two more female superstars to round this out that have been rumored to be part of Retribution is one, that's Vanessa Bourne. Due to this picture right here, obviously you can see the curly hair in the back will lead you to believe it is Vanessa Bourne. And another superstar rumored is Chelsea Green. Now Chelsea Green recently called up to the main roster after an NXT run, but was never featured on TV. Could very well be a member of Retribution. It'd be an interesting way to debut her on the main roster and give her something to do as soon as she shows up. Who knows when Retribution will reveal themselves? My guess would be at SummerSlam. But it'll be interesting to see who is part of this group. According to Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, he has been told that the individuals you see on TV may not in fact be the actual members of the group, that when the group is revealed, the members may be different, and that they're just using extras as majority of the members of Retribution during their attacks. We'll see what happens to Retribution in the upcoming weeks, especially on Monday Night Raw after their attack of WWE superstars this past Friday on SmackDown and on their way leading into SummerSlam. Appreciate you guys for watching. That's the video I got for you guys today. Make sure to hit me up in the comment section below what you guys thought of the video. Who do you guys think is part of Retribution? And if there's any more rumors or thoughts you guys have as to who could be surprise parts of the group. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Remember, if it doesn't work for you, bro, do not do the job.